Hello, welcome to TVC News. We begin this hour in Sokoto, where operatives of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps have paraded two suspected transporter terrorists who were arrested during a covert operation in Silame local government area of the state. According to the State Commandant of the Corps, Mohammed Sale-Dada, one of the terror suspects was earlier arrested by the command but escaped from custody using diabolical means. He said the transporter terrorist, Alhaji Koire, may be linked with the dreaded ansaru terror, the terror cell, due to his overwhelming influence in the forest, where he has more than 200 terrorists working for him. Mr. Sale-Dada says the suspects will be charged to court. After an investigation is concluded.
Some of his friends in crime get in touch with us that they are willing to give us 10 million to release him. And we agreed that they should come so that we can add them to our numerical figures of the arrests we made with the money. Unfortunately, maybe they read the signs, I don't know.
Away from crime matters, the Independent National Electoral Commission in Kano State has awarded Oba Yoruba Kano with an Ambassador of Peace title. The Oba was recognized for his contribution to the peace and stability of the state. TVC News correspondent Ibrahim Isa reports.
Having a peaceful, free and fair 2023 election is the hope of Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), the electorate and other stakeholders. INEC in Kano is strategizing ahead of the future polls and is encouraging traditional institutions to remain committed to stability in their domains with an Award of Peace ambassadorial title.
In peace, you will have rest of mind.
Oba of Yoruba in Kano, Murtala Alimi, bagged the Ambassador of Peace title at the INEC headquarters in the state.
The election coming up soon, please, I'm begging the whole Nigerians, not only people in Kano, let's maintain peace. Those that have not collected their PVC should quickly go and arrange to collect their PVC. Very, very important.
We have a tradition of recognizing individuals and even organizations in carrying out our mandate so that they help us as ambassadors that will promote voter education, telling people about processes and procedures, as well as the need to have peaceful environment.
INEC believes engaging people who will help in building peace is paramount. They are optimistic that engaging the traditional institution will yield fruitful results. Ibrahim Isa, TVC News, Kano.
Party politics now. The Benue State chapter of the People's Democratic Party has commended Governor Samuel Otom for the establishment of an ethanol production industry and the Benue Community Volunteer Guard. Condemning reactions from opposition parties, the PDP believes that the establishment of the production industry will be of significant gain to the state economy. Maya Wakwato reports.
These are members of Ijebu Sawmillers and Timbers Contractors Association. They say they survive on the forest reserve in Ijebuland and are worried with the current development in the area, as they allege that the state government has leased the major part of the reserve to a foreign company. They noted that they are generating more than 600 million naira to the purse of the state government and help the state to reduce insecurity by creating employment opportunities for thousands.
As 2023 general election draws near, political parties have begun deploying various strategies towards enhancing their attractiveness to the electorate. Sometimes this includes making their opponents look unattractive. The People's Democratic Party, PDP, blames the All Progressive Congress for mobilizing attacks against the recent established ethanol production industry and the Benue Community Volunteer Guards. The spokesman of the PDP believes that the development represents a boost to the agricultural sector of the state.
Its aspiration transcends the limits of partisan political considerations, as it aims to appeal to reason on what ought to be the limit where all politics should confluence into the larger pool of the interest of society. Under the incumbent order of the Ottoman administration, as under any other elsewhere in Nigeria, there are without dispute issues of development and the well-being of the citizenry, which may sufficiently form the staple of everyday discourse on the objective plane.
He also gives more clarifications on the achievements of Governor Tom's administration. Mayowa Okwato, TVC News, Makadi.
In Oyo State, the state government wants residents to embrace the new waste management initiative known as Zero Waste, Zero Budget Initiative to achieve a sustainable urban economy. The Commissioner for Environment made the call at a stakeholders traders engagement in Ibadan. Olaido Yewole reports on this.
Waste management is an essential responsibility of every government to ensure a healthy and ideal society for its citizens. But efforts by the Oyo State government in managing the collection and disposal of waste generated seems not to be enough, as environmental sanitation remains a serious problem in some parts of the state. In a bid to change this narrative, the Oyo State government is engaging traders, artisans and other stakeholders. They want them to key into the new waste management initiative of the government targeted at driving sustainable urban circular economy.
We're investing a lot in how to collect the money. And you see, when our people, like people will still commit crime anyway. Even people will still go and kill people, even if they know they will be killed, right? But we just have to continue to let our people know, and we hope to be able to get above that percentile where if we have like 80% understanding what they should do, right, that they have to pay for waste.
It's a game changer and very sensitive, because we made existing architecture, and it's been somehow difficult for us to explain to them that zero waste, zero budget also means zero job loss.
The State Commissioner for Information stressed that achieving a healthy environment requires the collective effort of the government and its people. The challenge of waste disposal and management is not only peculiar to Oyo State, but this government is optimistic that this initiative would make Oyo State stand out in keeping a clean environment. Olaido Yewole, TVC News, Ibadan.
Away from that, members of Ijebu Sawmillers and Timber Contractors Association are cautioning the Ogun State government against selling the only surviving forest reserve in the state to foreigners. They say the economy of Ogun East depends on the forest reserve, as thousands of direct and indirect employment are created across different sawmills in the state. TVC News' Kazim Alawe reports.
These are members of Ijebu Sawmillers and Timbers Contractors Association. They say they survive on the forest reserve in Ijebu land and are worried with the current development in the area, as they allege that the state government has leased the major part of the reserve to a foreign company. They noted that they are generating more than 600 million naira to the purse of the state government and help the state to reduce insecurity by creating employment opportunities for thousands of unemployed youths in the state. They want the government to rescind its decision on the lease of the forest reserve and to allow the indigenes to continue to manage the affairs of the reserve as it has been for decades.
In the labor market, this bush is feeding over 3 million. So this is how it goes. We start from the sawmillers, from the contractors to the sawmillers, from the sawmillers to the wood sellers, from the wood sellers to the users, from the users to the ends of the consumers.
I will implore the Ogun State government to hear the voices of the masses and make sure that what we are benefiting from that place is more than what he can ever think of.
We have not defaulted the government in our remittance to the government. Therefore, we see no reason why our people should be rendered jobless.
While reacting on behalf of the state government, the Commissioner for Information in Ogun State claimed that the concession of the forest reserve was done before the incumbent administration and that they are working on the matter.
The concessioning of some parts of the forest there wasn't done by this administration. It was inherited. And from the records that we have, there are, I think there was concession to 2 Nigerian companies, and the ownership, they are indigenous of Ogun State as well, but we are looking to their problems, and I'm sure there will be an amicable solution to their complaints.
He called for calm, noting that the governor of the state will not do anything that will affect the welfare and economy of his people. Kazim Olowe, TVC News, Ijebu Ode.